2025 Buddies! What's up, everyone? Day number 1 on the battlefield of a new year. The battle is on. We need to gear up, get ready to take on this new year with everything we freaking got. Whether you have it, or you think you have it, or you don't think you have it, it's gotta get done, and we will do it. I want to start this year off with a video talking about positivity. Now, recently, sadly, very tragically, I lost my dad. And I did a video that day, literally hours after my dad had literally slipped away into the abyss. We know he's in heaven now, which is great. I feel him around me at all times. It's amazing. But I did a video and I explained my father's life and what he went through and all the challenges and ups and downs and all the shit my father was subjected to. And he maintained a positive attitude through all of it. It was remarkable, if I'm being honest, that he never let us see him going through what he was going through. He just always had a smile, always kept his shit together, always exuded positivity. And I've tried with everything in my heart and soul to live on with that in his honor. But here's the thing. And now people all the time come up to me and they message me or they reach out and they say, Jerry, I really appreciate your positivity. You're always, I like what you're doing. You're always positive. That's true. And listen, let's be honest. If I'm being honest, and I'm also referring to my father, it's not sometimes what it seems. I feel, and I know my father felt, there was a overwhelmingly high level of responsibility to not burden people with the negative. I've been, listen, there was a time in my life when I wasn't so positive. There were some dark moments in my life, many times that I've had, that I wasn't, all chipper and positive energy. But what I've tried to do, what I've tried to replicate from what I lovingly witnessed with my father his whole life, is that regardless of whatever negative shit you're going through, whatever, as awful as it may be at times, and it will, you have a responsibility to keep the ratio of positive and negative leaning higher than lower. You need, your ratios are going to change from time to time. I always try to, be a good 90% positive, 10% negative, because you need some negative, believe it or not, in the balance. It's unrealistic to be all the time super positive. I mean, I have tried to do that as best I can. But to be honest, sometimes it burns you out. It burns you out always being positive. That sounds crazy, right? But it's a lot. I'm a very empathetic, intuitive type person where I feel I reciprocally feed off people's energy, and I'm all the time drawing in the negative from them sometimes and then channeling it back to the positive. And that gets exhausting and overwhelming at times when you're constantly feeding in filtering through the negative and trying to throw out the positive. So you're going to have negative times in your life. You're going to experience negative things. You're going to have a shitty attitude at times. Shit's not going to go your way. Tragic shit happens and so on. That's normal to feel the negativity, and hopefully you don't, throw that on other people, but that's normal, okay? Being a little negative is normal. I'm not suggesting you do that all the time, but don't be down on yourself if you're feeling some negative. Now, the trick or the key or what I've tried to adopt is to, again, keep the level of positivity higher than the negative, okay? Like I consider myself personally to be a mostly positive person. If I do have anything negative in my thoughts, or if I'm experiencing anything negative, which happens a lot, not everything's unicorn and rainbows every day. I do my best to keep it to myself, keep it down. And as I don't know if you saw one of the Rocky movies where Sylvester Stallone was explaining to Paulie, he's got stuff in the basement. I try to keep the negative in the basement and only shine the positive for people to see. It's not being fake. You're just balancing out the energies, right? A good, strong battery in your car has an equal balance of negative and positive for the maximum performance. And, with us, sometimes it's 50-50. Sometimes it's like I try to maintain 90-10. But every now and then it's gonna fluctuate. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be down on yourself if you're going through some negative shit. It's gonna happen. It would be abnormal if it didn't happen. But just try your best to exude, reside in the positive of energy, and then keep your negative thoughts to yourself. I mean, don't take it out on your loved one. Don't let them be the punching bag. Just keep it to yourself. Put things into perspective. Try to sift through it all. Try to convert some of that negative to positive, and we'll all be better off. So that's my message for 2025. Be mostly positive. All right? If there is any negativity floating around, and there will be, channel it into something positive. Put those negative thoughts, that grumpiness, that shit you're going through, push yourself harder in the gym. Be more strict on your nutrition, which you should all be doing. And just radiate positivity. Okay? That's all I got to say. Let's kick the living shit out of 2025 all together. Let's make this our best year yet. All right, gotta go. I got a few more clients coming in. And let's go. Let's fucking go.